Mm. Coba main dengan plastik. Saya beda dengan beda. Coba main dengan plastik. Saya beda dengan beda. Coba main dengan plastik. Saya beda dengan beda. Coba main dengan plastik.
Hey guys, bear with me a moment, please. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. Tried setting this up as a scheduled one, but it came up right away. Welcome, Abby. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Ridge. I'm doing all right so far. Uh, got myself a little bit of bad news yesterday when I was at the doctor's office, but I'm not letting it get me down. Staying positive, staying focused. That's all we can do. Yeah, I'm loving it too. Gator made it for me. He's awesome. Exactly. Never give up, never back down. I just figured I'd come on, do a live stream, chat with folks, let them know what's going on, what's what, and show them that even though I'm going through some rough patch right now, I'm not letting it get to me because there's always light at the end. Everything happens for a reason. So, not necessarily putting it in God's hands. I'm just staying positive, staying focused. Can't let anything get you down because if you let it get to you, everything comes in worse. Well, congratulations on the girlfriend, Ridge. Should I just keep calling you Ridge, or would you rather prefer me call you Lee? That's awesome, Lee. Yeah, smash that like and subscribe. You guys are all awesome. Well, I'm all about what a person wants to be called. If you want Lee or Ridge, it doesn't matter to me. I'll call you whatever you like. I'm just not going to use any negative names or derogatory remarks. It's all up to you guys. Think you guys are awesome. All right, fair enough. Yeah, yeah, I did it years ago. I had some some people that talked me into doing it. They tried to get me to pierce other parts, but I'm like, nope, I ain't piercing anything else. Ears are fine. It's become a normal thing now. No problem. I just think Lee's easier because Ridge ain't in your name anymore. But how's everybody doing? Oh, it's just an earbud. It's so I can hear the sound coming out and stuff, make sure that everything's transmitting fine. I was on a live with Beachy. I was going to use my podcasting equipment, and he was saying it was giving feedback, so trying to just hear anything. Yeah, I have a Zippo. I've got several Zippos. Gotta have a Zippo lighter. How long is what? Nice. I actually have one put away somewhere. I've been trying to find it. It's in one of my little boxes. I got it years ago as a 24 karat gold plated one. When I got it, I set it aside and saved it. I've got an estate sale. Oh, it's not very long. There's the split in the Y right there. It was a cheap one I got from the Dollar Tree years ago. And just trying to keep things going. Hello, vlogs. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, Nasir. Good to see you, my friend. Nasir's also got a live stream going on right now, guys. One of his friends is in there. Nasir's a very nice guy. I recommend checking his channel as well. Nope, and you shouldn't. And even when things go downhill, you always got to stay positive and stay happy. Try not to let the bad stuff get you down. I really want to, Nasir. I really can't though because of the metrics and the algorithm on here. If I make you blue, it cuts into my streaming hours, and until I can get monetized, it counts against me. But once I can get into the monetization, since you've been sticking with me for it, and most of my friends that have stuck through this with me, they're going to be blue and they're going to help me mod the channel from that point forward. I just got to make sure I get my watch hours up. But I do have you on my list of people that have been sticking it out with me. I can't wait to get monetized, can't wait to get to that point. You guys are awesome. Nasir's very awesome. Check his channel, guys. I'm serious. He goes out and he'll walk around his home country, and there's some beautiful areas out there. I was in one the other day. He had a market, and it was, just incredible marketplace. I mean, you could literally see the beauty in his homeland. Yeah, it's slowly getting up there. I know smoking's not a good thing. I don't endorse it, and I don't recommend anybody do any kind of smoking whatsoever. It's very hard to quit when you start. Trust me on that. I started back when I was younger, and I wish I had never started because it is so hard to stop. Nice, Chris. Nice. Very, very nice. That's awesome. But yeah, if anybody's got any questions or wants to talk about any subject, as long as it's not race, religion, or politics, I'm more than happy to have a discussion about anything. Need advice, need help, whatever you guys need. More than happy to help out with what I can. Well, my list of moderators are the people that have been sticking it out with me from day one. And when I hit the 500 mark, get monetized, Nasir's on there. Beachy's the one that got me into this, so he's a mod. I've got my niece Kelsey's a mod as well on here. But I think you're going to end up becoming one, Ridge. Nasir's definitely going to become one because he's been sticking with me on it. He's helping me out. As long as the positivity keeps going, that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep pushing this thing forward. We're going to make this channel grow. We're going to spread the love. We're going to spread the positivity. And like I said yesterday while I was at the doctor's office, I actually found out my C6 and my C5, one is pushed forward, one is pushed back, and it's pinching on my spine. And that's part of the reason why I get the health issues that I've got, is because of that pinch on the spine. But I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not going to let it keep me from doing what I love to do. You have to stay positive. If you don't stay positive, it's gonna bite you in the end. When you let negativity start getting involved and letting it get you down, bad things happen. And I'm not about to let that happen to me. I've got too much value for life, too much education to share, and too much love to give. And like Chris knows, and most of you guys know my motto, we're all one race, the human race. There ain't nobody out there that's better than anybody else, and those who think they are better than somebody else, got news for them, there's somebody that's better than they are. I appreciate that, Lee. I really do. Honestly, I appreciate it. But I know I tell everybody, if you need in a situation that you need help with, seek out the help that you need. And the whole thing is, even if you can't find the help you need right away, you got to stay positive and keep trying. Because if you give it up and you don't keep trying, you're going to miss that opportunity out there where somebody will be able to help you, or some organization can actually help you. With my situation, I've called 211. So far, there's been no help through that. They gave me a bunch of numbers that I called to try to get the help I need, but most of them were duplicate numbers, and some of the companies that they gave me numbers for didn't answer. But I'm not giving up, because there is help. I'm staying positive, and I expect everybody else to stay positive in their life as well. And no matter how bad things get, you got to keep that focus. We had a lady who, when I was in chat with Beachy, she came in and she was down and out, and she was ready to be done with everything. And we gave her some phone numbers that'd help her out. And I told her, keep pushing forward, keep staying focused. You'll find the help you need. You really will. And she did. The next night she came back and she had a caseworker come in to help her out. Just because things look bleak don't mean that they are. Sometimes you're going to hit bottom, but there's always hope out there. You just got to keep persisting. Be persistent. I'm being persistent. I'm not giving up. It's just the way it is. Yeah, exactly, Chris. There's always somebody better out there. Always. But the trick to it is making sure that you do your best through it all. As long as you're doing your best, you're doing the right thing. And that's what matters most. I'm going to adjust my phone so I can actually read the chats a little bit better. For some reason, I'm not getting them all. But yeah, awesome. Awesome to hear. Always got to be who you are. Because if you don't, if you're not who you are and you pretend to be somebody else, it's going to catch up to you, and it's not going to be a good thing at the end. You got to be true to yourself. Be true when you're going out in the world. You know, and it's like I used to tell people, you know, don't lie about things. Be honest. Lies are not forgivable. The truth is. So if you make a mistake and you're honest about it, yeah, you might end up getting reprimanded. Something might happen that you don't like, but in the end, you're honest, and honesty can be forgiven. We all make mistakes. We're human. I mean, that's human nature. Hey, Amy. Good to see you, hon. Exactly, Lee. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And, you know, if you get the negativity that comes into your life, you can just choose to ignore it. You know, if there's an immediate threat, there's always law enforcement that you can contact, whatever you got to do, you know, to keep yourself safe. But ultimately, it's your choice to do what you want to do. You know, you can let it get you down, or you can use it to fuel your fire and become a better person for it. It's a choice you have to make, and you've got to make that choice to be a better person. Glad to hear that, Amy. It's good to see you too. Hope all's well for you right now. I'm actually hoping everybody's doing really good right now. I'm in the process of doing another estate sale this weekend. Sell off some more stuff. Hopefully I get some takers. That's awesome. Yeah, as long as you pay attention. And the biggest thing I can say about driving, if you're gonna learn it the right way. And just because you see somebody else doing something, don't do it just because everybody else is doing it. You got to stay safe behind the wheel. There's people out there that are going to speed. There's people out there that are going to be passing where they're not supposed to be. They're going to be riding people's bumpers. Don't get into that habit, because honestly, it's going to cause a wreck, and it's not going to make your day much fun. I've been in an accident myself with other people that were driving vehicles, and getting hurt and injured is not fun. Back in 2019, I had a motorcycle accident. It was raining, and being on a motorcycle, you have to be very aware of everything that's going on around you. So as I'm going down the road, I'm looking around, checking all the, keeping my eye on everything. I looked up, the light was turning yellow, and I happened to look over and see a car coming up one of the side roads that was not slowing down. So rather than, like most bikers do, and go through the yellow light, because I was that close, I decided to hit the brakes, and it's a good thing I did, because the car actually ran the red light. But in the same token, the motorcycle slid on the wet road, came out from under me, and I rolled, broke my knee, and the only thought that was going through my mind was, please let the guy behind me slow down enough to where he doesn't run me over while I'm rolling in the road. Cut your foot open. Oof. Well, on the bright side, that'll heal. That's the wonderful thing about the human body, is it has the ability to heal itself. I'm trying to focus on healing myself as well, even though I'm going through pain. I'm still trying to stay positive. You got to. Honestly, if I let the issues get to me, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be out here trying to spread the positive. You know, spread the love, spread the help. Erase all that hate out there. You know, keep that positivity shining through. Wow. That's actually not too bad, 5 stitches. I've seen worse. But it's really good to see everybody here. You guys are amazing. Oh, I am too. I am too. I had an issue when I was a kid. Um, I got to a point when I was a kid that they had several nurses literally sitting on top of me to pin me down because I couldn't stay still so the doctor could give me a shot. Everybody says there's nothing to worry about, but whew. Happy Easter to you too. I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend so far. I know a lot of kids are out of school right now because being Good Friday and all, and Easter's coming this Sunday. And don't be like the movie Hop. You know, don't go eating the jelly beans that the bunny's laying in your yard. They're not jelly beans. Easter is on Sunday, but today is, if I remember correctly, today is Good Friday, and then it's like a religious weekend, all 3 days. Yeah, Easter used to be one of my favorite holidays growing up as a kid. Easter, Halloween. Halloween's still one of my favorite holidays. Christmas used to be a favorite of mine up until I got a little bit older, and it it's a good thing, but we don't talk religion here, Doofy. There's too much hate towards it. Too many people have too many differences on what they believe in faith wise. My belief is as long as you have faith in your heart, that's what matters. Doesn't matter what religion you are. As long as you're doing the right thing and you're happy, that's all that matters to me. Forgot about that rule. Yeah, Lee, we don't want to talk about religion. Too many people start wars over it. It's not worth fighting over. Everybody has the right to believe what they want to believe. And the ones that want to force it on somebody else, they're not any better than anybody that they think is wrong for doing what they do. You have to accept everybody for who they are, be it whatever faith they are. I've worked with people that were Mormons. I've worked with people that were Baptists. I grew up Catholic, but I'm no longer a Catholic. I have my belief structure, and that's what it is. I mean, I don't put it on anybody else. Everybody has a right to know what they want to know. All right, Chris, stay safe out there, bud. Gonna try to. Definitely gonna try to. I'm just, it's like with the whole political, the religion, the race, it causes too many problems, too many issues. As far as race goes, here's the thing you got to think about. We're all one race. We're the human race. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, where you were born, where you're from. There's people in different countries that have heart of gold, and they end up suffering because somebody higher up in some kind of a political position of power decides they want to take something that country has, or they they're suffering because of what their own government is doing to their own people. And they're good people. They don't deserve to go through what they're going through. We just got to keep positive. We got to keep spreading out there, People are people. It doesn't matter where you're from. Everybody is equal. And the day we give up on, showing our humanity to one another, helping one another, that's when things go downhill. That's why a lot of the world is in the condition it's in now, is because you got all these rich people out there who just want to get more money and become more rich, while the lower people who are in poverty have to suffer, all because somebody wants more money than anybody else. But if we're out there and we're pushing that message, to help one another, it doesn't have to be money that you're helping with. It could be a hand. You're there to show people that you care, and that's what's important. Sometimes it's simple as lending somebody an ear. Somebody needs to talk. You just listen to what they got to say, and they feel better because they gotten their problem off their chest, or whatever issue was bothering them off their chest. Things aren't always. I mean, you never know what somebody else is going through. I'm trying to rearrange this. I keep looking out my window. Welcome, Madison. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, I mean, seriously, you don't know what somebody else is going through. You never know the issues they're dealing with. So your best bet is, you see somebody that's struggling, you can offer an ear, offer a hand. You don't have to offer money. You can just be a friend, or even a stranger that they could release that hurt and that pain to, just so they can get it out and feel better. I don't condone violence of any kind. I don't like violence. I used to be an aggressive person when I was younger, and I've changed a lot of that because it doesn't do any good. It's not productive. It's hurtful. Yeah, it's going to happen. You're going to lose more animals in the future as well. But that's all part of life, And with loss, you still haven't really lost anything, because you gained all that time with that animal, or with that family member, or with that friend. So in the end, all that stuff that they've shared with you, all those moments, they're still with you, and they'll always be with you. And a lot of people take those little moments for granted. They overlook everything. But you hold on to those moments, and that's what makes life worth living. But if everybody takes a moment in their day to help somebody that looks like they may be in need, you've done at least one good deed, and that's like throwing a stone in a puddle. It's gonna spiral out, and it's gonna keep spreading. That's good, bud. You don't want to do that. If things don't work out, part ways on good terms. Don't be nasty. Don't get hateful. It's not worth it. Because being hateful or nasty at the end of a relationship, it often doesn't turn out very well for either person, and you both end up suffering for it. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. I've had my share of arguments and fights. It's human nature. But in the end, I always apologize for what I've done, because that's the right thing to do. You can't just, and I will say this, there's an apology, and then there's the true apology. If you're the kind of person that always makes mistakes and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry," after time, that gets old, and the apology is no longer authentic. It has to be a heartfelt apology in order for it to be a real apology. And I know I may have some friends that have known me in the past, have known the kind of person that I am, and I always tell people, from the bottom of my heart, if I've hurt anybody, I am truly 100% sorry if I ever hurt anybody. And hopefully, with this being out there as alive, I'm hoping people see it and know that I am truly, sincerely 100% sorry for anything that I have ever done to hurt anybody. It's not the kind of person I wanted to be, and it's not the kind of person that I am. I want people to love one another. I want people to be happy with one another. Hey, Beach, how's it going, buddy? Yep, there's my buddy Beach. If anybody ain't subscribed to his channel, go check his channel out. He's an awesome guy. Ed's in the house? You mean in the chat, or? Tell it I said hi. Now, I was sitting here, Beachy, and just thinking about different things, and thinking about all the stuff that's been going on with me and everything, and I just wanted to be on here to let people know, I'm not letting it get me down. I'm staying positive. You know. Beachy might be a little bit distracted because he's preparing for a wedding for this weekend. I know he's been trying to get to the beach for everybody, but he's got to do what he's got to do first, and then the beach comes after. Oh, he's already having fun down here. Keep watching for his streams. When he gets free time, he'll stream. We had a stream last night. It was a pretty good one. We had a lot of people coming in and out. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. It's an awesome thing. If anybody that's here has any questions to ask me about anything, feel free to ask, as long as it's respectful and not nasty or crude. Stay away from the religion, stay away from the politics, and stay away from racial. We gotta push forward, guys. We gotta keep it going. Yeah, that's okay. You don't have to be in every single one. It's just like with me, I don't demand anybody come in here. I do ask people to like my channel, subscribe to it if you can. As I'm going through different things and different stages with things that are to come, I'm hoping to be able to get some more actual creative content on there, be able to share more and do more with people. I've got different things that I'm posting on there. I've done my music. I know it's an AI generated song, but the lyrics are my own. I don't believe in doing 100% AI music or 100% AI content unless it's something like a joke acted out or something, like the 2 short clips that I did. I generated those 100% with AI to just make a laugh, give people a laugh. Oh, I don't tell people, I don't demand subscriptions either. I say, if you like what I've got to say, subscribe to my channel. If you don't like it, you don't have to. That's their decision. My thing is, though, is don't tell me you're going to subscribe and then not subscribe. That's not right. That's lying. I'm hoping eventually, once things get situated and I can get everything back on track the way I'm trying to, things are going that direction. It's not going the speed that I want it to go, but it's still going that way. I appreciate that, Lee. I really do. I really appreciate that. And I love all my subscribers, you know, and especially if you've got a positive message, you're always welcome with me. And eventually, I'm going to have my CNC machine set up to where it's running the way it's supposed to be able to do the different things that I want to teach people how to do. I mean, there's all kinds of knowledge that can be gained and learned and taught. And like I said, you know, I'm not an expert on anything. I know what I know. There's always somebody out there that may know more or may have something to say about what I'm saying, but everybody has a right to their opinion. I actually have a 3D printer, and I have people that swear by them, but their 3D printers do have their issues. They're great for different things. Best thing you can use them for, though, is mainly knickknacks. If you need something that's going to be a 100% functional part, unless you have the best setup that money can buy, 3D printing is not really the way to go, because each line that's printed out is a layer line. And if something happens where the heat's not correct or something else is an issue with you could have dust in the plastic, there could be any number of things, and it creates a weak point in the layer lines, and it'll actually split after time. But for the most part, 3D printers are an awesome device. If you do get one, I recommend not buying one that's already 100% completely put together as an entire kit. I recommend learning about the machines, learning how they work, how they're put together, because in the end, if something goes wrong with it, you need to be able to troubleshoot it. And if you know each one of the components and what each part of it does, it's easier to troubleshoot and fix than it is if you don't know anything about it. And you ain't got to be afraid to ask people. I mean, you can make a 3D printed truck out, or a truck out of a piece of wood. You can use a 2x4. I don't know if I have a picture of it here, but it's packed away. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I know I have it here somewhere. But you can make one easy enough out of a 2x4. And Lord, it's further down than I thought in the list of photographs. I'm getting to it, guys. I'm getting to it. Getting closer, getting closer. I wish I hadn't packed it up just yet, but there we go. Uh-oh. No. It's not gonna let me show it. Too much shine on the screen. No, it's hard to see from there. Yeah, there's too much shine on the screen. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to show it. But basically, you cut a length of wood about that long, then you cut one that long, put an angle on it, you stick it on top, 2 little blocks with a dowel hole through each one, make some rounds, and there's your tires, and you have a truck. And it's the simplest way you can do it. There's different methods. People do things differently. Once you've got that base foundation of it, you can add on to it. I did mine. I put thumbtacks for headlights. I used bent nails to make door handles on it. I used some more 2x4 material and made fenders to attach to it. Took some scraps, made bumper out of it. I mean, you're limited by your own creativity. And don't be afraid to experiment. If you see something, have an idea, try it. You know, it's not solid until it's glued in. Hey, crocheting, that's a good thing. It's something I always wanted to learn, but never had the chance to. I tried getting my mom to teach me, and she refused. So it's just one of them things. If you want to learn it, learn it. There's no such thing as a bad trade or a bad skill. There's anything that you can learn, anything that you can put your mind to, it will help you in the future. And like I said, with that little chat that I have with Cauliflower on the channel, you're you're only limited by your own creativity, and if you learn how to do all different kinds of things, you can literally save yourself some money. Especially when it comes to simple fixes and simple, you know, just doing simple things. I mean, if you know how to take a piece of PVC pipe, cut it, and glue it, if you get a leak in your plumbing, you can turn the water off. Oh, it's okay, Rich. I'm sure I can get a book and learn how to do it. I've got other things going on right at the moment, so that's one of the things that's on the back burner. I'm not trying to do too much at one time. Oh, I'm interested. I just, right now, I just can't do it right now. It's one of them things you need two hands to do, and with my wrist acting up the way it does, I just, I don't have the flexibility or the movement in my wrist to be able to do it. Most of the stuff that I'm going to be teaching people, I can do it with my left hand because, like I said, with the CNC machine, I've got friends that are helping me move my stuff around. The CNC machine's heavy for me. I can't lift it up because of the wrist. Unfortunately, Lee, it's not going to get any better. I've been seeing doctors about it, and there's not much they can do. It's got osteoarthritis in it, some carpal bossing going on, and it's basically just getting older. If it weren't for the slip and fall accident, I probably wouldn't have the pain that I have in it right now. But hey, it is what it is. I got to keep pushing forward. I got to stay positive. I can't let it get me down. I can still use the fingers. Same thing with the knee. I can walk a little bit. I just can't do long distances, so I just got to pace myself. I've got neighbors that are helping me out, that have been there for me. They're really awesome people, wonderful, really wonderful people. And I kind of hope everybody gets to find that kind of happiness in their life, to where they've got people that are supporting them and helping them with whatever they need. And again, I do apologize for the smoking. Don't start if you can help it. I'm going to continue to say that. Don't start. If you can avoid smoking, don't start it. So what are you guys up to today? You guys have any Easter plans? Has anybody got anything going on for Easter? Or Easter weekend? Whether it be egg hunts or just hanging with family, having a ham dinner, whatever. Yeah, pretty much. I'm the same way with the cars. If I have to pick a car that I have to have the rest of my life, I want one that's going to work. One that's going to run whenever I need it to run. I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I can fix different things on a vehicle. Know how to do the basics, oil change. I know if an alternator's going out, how to replace that. I know how to change out the serpentine belt or any of the pulley belts. Every vehicle's different, but usually most of them there's usually a sticker on the hood that shows you the path of the belt, and if it's not there, you can always look up the make and model and learn how to put that belt on. Yeah, that's awesome, Lee. If you can do that, that's an awesome thing, because I'll be honest with you, my dad tried teaching me how to be a mechanic growing up as a kid, and I just didn't have a thirst for that kind of a knowledge. I never got to learn all the full how to, tear down a motor, rebuild it, tear down a transmission, rebuild it. I never got into any of that. It just wasn't my thing. My fascination has always been towards sciences, crafting, being able to take just anything and make something out of it. I mean, you can literally take, and my grandparents had it when they moved to Florida. We went out to a beach one time when we were living in Rhode Island, and I collected seashells and different little things. And when we got back to their place, I took the seashells, the hot glue gun, and I made a statue out of it. My grandparents were so proud of it because I was 8 years old when I did it. They kept it, and in I'd say 2001, it finally fell apart because it was just that old. Well, that's cool, Lee. That's cool. One thing you could take into consideration too is, yeah, I don't know if they'll do it over there. I know they don't do it over here, but if you see somebody in need, help them out. It's a simple fix that's not going to cost you anything out of pocket, but a little bit of your time. Help them out with it. You know, sometimes that little bit of an assistance can brighten somebody's day. I've often, even though I don't know a lot about mechanics, I've often stopped on the side of the road with people that have had a vehicle broke down and try to help them out the best I can. That's awesome, Lee. That's awesome. I mean, I've had people, even with my situation where I'm struggling, I've seen people that are needing it, and I'm always there to help. You got to. Even if you're in a bad spot, you help out where you can. And like I said, it doesn't have to be money. It could be anything. I had some friends that they hit a rough patch. They were low on food and stuff, and I'm kind of in the same was kind of in the same situation food wise, but I had enough to where I was able to share that with them and help them get through their rough patch. Yep, yep, exactly, Lee. And I tell you this: if you love what you do, it's not a job. The trick is loving what you do and finding what you love to do, and it makes you happy. Because when you're happy, you're not working. You're doing something you love. It's an enjoyment, and you get to make money doing it, which makes it even more wonderful. I mean, I kind of wish that I had started this journey with the creativity stuff sooner and been able to do more with it sooner than I did, but it didn't come to the realization until around this time in my life. I have the knowledge, why not share it? I mean, you've seen a lot of the stuff that I've built, the guitar, the slingshot rifle, the coins. I've got some 3D printed coins around here somewhere that they have curse word on them, but people loved it. So I was giving them out to different people. Yeah, you can do that if that's what you want to do. You can do that. You just got to want to be. You just got to have the drive, the determination, and stay positive. Because, like I said, you're going to hit bumps. You're going to hit issues where things aren't going to go the way you're expecting them to go. But you got to learn, you know, stay humble. Uh, Avoid having an ego trip. It's like my buddy Beachy. You know, him and Cauliflower are always telling me how much of an intelligent person I am. They give me a lot of credit, and honestly, I think they give me more credit than I deserve. But, everybody's entitled to their opinion. If they think that highly of me, I'm not going to tell them they're wrong. I don't see myself as being that intelligent. I just know what I know. And I'm not going to sit here and push that on somebody else and tell them that they're wrong for what they want to believe. The little shuttle bus that I started out with on my videos, I was in the process of rearranging it and getting it turned into a workstation camper to where I could be able to travel out different places and do things in my leisure time to where I could make a little bit of money while traveling if I needed to, and do it on my terms to where when the pain levels were low enough, I could handle doing the work without causing too much discomfort. And right now, like I said, the pain levels are high, so I'm basically doing what I can do and keep going with what I can keep doing. And I know a lot of people say, if you're hurting, you got to rest, but when you rest, that's when the pain starts increasing and things start getting worse. I mean, my wrist is limited in the mobility it has. I don't have as much rotation that I used to have in it. I can't pick up heavy things like I used to be able to do with it. But I still use the wrist because if you don't, it's eventually going to lock up. It's true what they say, a body in motion stays in motion. A body at rest stays at rest. Now, with a bit of luck, things are going to be getting to a point where they change. Things are going to improve, and they're going to keep improving. They can't stay bad all the time. That's the main focus. I got 3 people that are still here. Who all still here? I know Lee's here. Who else is with us? You can comment. That'd be appreciated. Anybody at all? Like I said, you got any questions for me, feel free to ask. Okay, relaxing on your bed. It's weird because it says there's 3 people in here and you're the only one chatting. I'm hoping the other people are able to, or the other folks that are watching are willing to say hi. I mean, I'm more than happy to give a shout out to anybody if they want a shout out. I mean, I got, let's see, 53 minutes on. So I'll go another 6 minutes and then I'll call it an end on the stream. I love having you guys here. You guys are awesome. And I'm hoping you guys all have a wonderful, happy Easter. I'm hoping it's going to be a fun-filled weekend for everybody. Just keep spreading the love, keep spreading that joy. Focus on the positive. Don't let the negatives get you down. See something you don't like, walk away. I don't know if I'm missing anything else, but it's all part of life and it's all what you make of it. You can make it a good thing, you can make it a happy thing, or you can make it a negative thing. It's all in what you do with it and how you perceive things. So you got any thoughts on your minds? Questions? Feel free to ask. I'll have to be going pretty soon anyway because I got to get something to eat for lunch. And who knows, maybe I'll be back Haven't decided yet. We'll see how things go today, and hopefully everything keeps going smoothly like it has been today. Everything's going well so far. Staying positive. Just keep that smile on your faces, you know. I'll do like Beachy does for now. I'll go through the top 10. Number 1 on the spot was Amy Quintanilla. Number 2, thank you, Lee. Thank you. You're number 2 on the list. My best friend, Buddy Beachy. Hoping he's having a great time at the wedding this weekend. Number 4, Nasser. Awesome guy. If you haven't checked his channel, I recommend checking it out. Number 5, SKBV Logs 7917. At number 6, Tenacious Tabbies. At number 7, Build Matrix PC. At number 8, Doofy GT. At number 9, Abby Jane Love 2. At number 10, Pieces Gore Cheese. And at number 11, Madison PTU. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for streaming with me. I really appreciate seeing everybody. Wish you all a wonderful Easter, wonderful weekend. And remember my motto, you know, spread the love, spread the positivity, spread the joy. Let's get rid of this hate in this world. We're all one race, the human race. For now, catch y'all later. Makers out.